Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back. Well, are you ready for part 2 of the 300 video special? Yep. So today, since nobody voted for this review, the one I'm going to review now is one of the best movies of 1987. It is Empire of the Sun. And yes, this is a great movie and I really enjoyed it. And my mom saw this movie. It's quite fantastic. And it's a coming of age film. Another directing masterpiece by Mr. Steven Spielberg. Yes, Mr. Spielberg, you know him. He directed movies like The Color Purple, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, the Indiana Jones Complex. What else he directed? Catch Me If You Can. Among other Spielberg films that he directed. So, this story is set in the year 1937. A British schoolboy named Jamie Graham, living in a Shanghai international settlement. His parents has been separated, so he spends some time living in his deserted house and eating remains of food. Graham was ventured out into the city and finds it bustling with Japanese troops. He is captured along with Basie, an American soldier who nicknamed him Jim. They're taken to Luoguan Civilization Assembly Center in Shanghai. They're later moved to Soul Chow Creek, an inmate camp by 1945, a few months before the ending of the Pacific War. So, Jim is established in good living despite a poor condition at the camp. He has extensive training network involving the camp commanding officer, Sergeant Nagata. The British doctor, Dr. Wallens, becomes a father figure to Jim. Through the barbed wire fence, Jim befriends a Japanese teenager who shares Jim's dream of becoming a pilot. Still idolizing Basie, Jim frequently visits him to American soldiers' barrack at one point to set snare traps outside of the wire. Thanks to the help of the Japanese teenager from the other side, the real reason sending Jim into the marsh was actually to test the areas for landmine. As a reward, Basie allows Jim to move into American barracks with him. Basie then pilots to escape. Nagata visits Basie's barrack and how he discovered a stolen bar of Japanese soap hidden underneath the table. His possessions are stolen by other men in the camp. A few minutes later, the camp comes under attack by a group of American P-51 Mustang fighter aircraft. As a result of the attack, the Japanese decided to evacuate the camp. Basie escaped, leaving Jim behind, although he had promised to take Jim with him to the camp prisoner. Marched through, with many of died of fatigue, starvation, and disease. During the march, he witnessed a flash of atomic bombing in Nagasaki, hundreds of miles away, and later hears the news of Japanese surrender at the end of the war. He sneaks away from the group and goes back to Socho Creek. He nearly died from starvation. He encountered a Japanese teenager who knew earlier since becoming a pilot and appears distraught at surrender of his country. The youth remembers Jim and offers him a mango, cutting him with his cantina. As Jim is about to eat it, Basie appears with a group of armed Americans who arrived to loot the Red Cross country that were dropped after the Japanese surrender. Once an American thinks Jim is in danger, he shoots to kill the Japanese youth. He fears to beat the American who shot his friend. Well, he is found by an American soldier and put in an orphanage in Shanghai when other children had lost their parents. When his parents come looking for him, Jim is so scared from experience that he does not recognize them at first. This is a very moving, touching story, and I saw it a couple of times, and it kind of reminds me of, it's a coming-of-age story. So my thoughts of this story: another masterpiece by director Steven Spielberg, and it is fantastic. The great moving script, and it's, yeah, terrific. The movie also co-stars Miranda Richardson, and look out for cameo appearances of Doctor Who's Paul McGann. He's in this movie. So I give this movie a okay story, a 10 out of 10. This is a terrific, fantastic movie. Let's take a look. Here's the spine. Back. A great American of time. A great America of the human spirit. Jack Garner, Gannett News Service. Yep, it's an action-packed epic film. Yep. Still pictures from this story. Yep. Special features: 2001 digital transfers, soundtrack remaster, and presented in both Dolby Digital 5.1 and the original Dolby Surround 2.0. We have a behind-the-scenes featurette, plus theatrical trailers and language. It comes in 2 discs. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. Yep, here's disc 2. D-I-S-C, disc 2. Well, if you're looking for this story, I recommend pick this up as another best Spielberg to add that to the collection of Steven Spielberg's directing movies. So that's it for this 300 video special, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you like to rate, comment, and subscribe, do so. This is the new Time Travel Jaime 88 saying, see you next time.